K4YDB will be starting the net here top of the hour, about 7 minutes. Thank you, Bob. And K4YES, Tom, I did hear you in there. We'll get you on the list. Good morning. Okay, Tom, mighty fine. W2WLG, WA6LJS. W5OG, WW5ENZ.
Good morning, Mike, WW5ENZ, WA6LJS.
Good morning, John. Yeah, this is, I was just calling him, telling him I need to be a short timer today, WW5ENZ.
Oh, okay, I'll make sure you get a ST on there.
Yeah, roger that. It's my 54th wedding anniversary today, and I've got to go do some stuff.
Happy wedding anniversary.
Was that N5VE?
WW5ENT and 5B. I got you moved up to number 3, Mike.
Okay, yeah, all right, yeah. I got AJN, no problem. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, 54 years of wedded bliss.
Right behind you with 53. Good stuff.
Yeah, roger that. I don't know how she put up with me this long, to be honest. WW5ENZ.
Hey, Mike, I keep asking her, why did you pick me?
Roger, isn't that the way it always is? Yeah, WW5ENZ.
KM4CAX, good morning, Jack. I hear you in there, W5OG. Okay, you need to be a short timer. I'll make sure that Lee knows that, and we'll put you up toward the top. W5OG be starting the net here in a couple of minutes.
KB0LT T-Mobile.
All right, John, W7AJN will move you up as a short timer also, and I did hear Larry, KB0LTT. Good morning to you, Larry. We'll get you early also. W5OG.
Yes, Dale. Standing by.
Good morning, Jim. Heard you in there. W6WAY. We've got you. W5OG.
W5ABI checking in the net.
W5ABI, good morning, Joe, W5OG. Good signal.
Yeah, Dale, W5OG, W5ABI. Just got back from a doctor's appointment and made it in time for the net. W5ABI, standing by for net.
Okay, well, it's 10 o'clock local here in the central part of the country, and that means it's time to start the Air Force's Flyers Club net. This is your net control, Whiskey 5, Oscar Golf. My name is Dale, Delta Alpha Lima Echo. I'm located in East Texas, about 100 miles east of Dallas, out in the pretty part of Texas. And I'll be your net controller for today. This net meets on this frequency and at this time daily. Members of our Air Force's Flyers Club group are active duty, retired, and veterans of the military air forces from all branches, including, we include air crew, ground crew, air traffic controllers, and support personnel. Pretty much anyone involved with supporting the aviation mission from all of our armed forces. We also like to welcome visitors. And you don't need to have any aviation experience or military experience in order to participate with the net. We welcome you to check in anytime. This is a control net, contact net control. Please use the words contact, relay, info, or check-in. We do have a very nice website that I invite those of you that haven't checked it or haven't checked it for a while to check it out. The address is airforcesflyersclub.org. airforcesflyersclub.org. Format is that we'll use a list off of NetLogger, and thanks to John for bringing it up this morning, WA6LJS, and for Lee, who has taken over as NetLogger this morning. Good morning to you both, and thank you for your help this morning. So we'll use that list, and I'll go through that list here just shortly. Then we will take a little spell to take over the air check-ins, and we'll see how that goes. And we have a question of the day, and it's a very simple one, and we'll get through that in a hurry. So far on the list this morning, I have the following stations. I've got W5PIX, Cliff, and I believe he's going to be 18-wheeler mobile by the time we kick off the net here. I've got also KB0LTT Larry and an 18-wheeler. Checks in with us frequently. We do appreciate his participation. Got the Chief Mike, WW5ENZ, is a short timer. K4YES Tom needs to be a short timer. AM4CAX needs to be a short timer. And I believe W7AJN, if you'd move him up there, Lee, I would appreciate it. I think he said he needed to be a short timer. Also on the list, we've got KG5PTE James trying out his new radio that he won at the Belton Ham Fest. Sounds good, James. I heard you on the SDR. Also, we've got, as I mentioned, Lee in 5BE, and thanks again for doing the net logger. Got Lee on there in there twice, W4PUO. Not sure how that happened, but we'll only go to you once, Lee, W4PUO. He's probably not hearing me, so all this doesn't matter. I see Bill's in there, W2WLD. I've got Professor Bob this morning in X6RG. See the Ops Officer, KF7GJO. I've got Mike, KF0OPE, a couple of days off, so we're glad to have Mike join us this morning on the regular net. And I've got let's see, the Commander Bob is for next here. K1BOB, thanks Bob for helping with moving that POTUS station. He just was not hearing me apparently. And let's see, K4YDB. And Charlie runs the live stream on YouTube. Those of you that would like to view the net in progress from Charlie's perspective there, K4 Yankee Delta Bravo, you can go to YouTube and type in K4YDB in the search window and it'll bring it up and select live stream. You can also see the question of the day posted there for you, so you don't have to write anything down. I see Ray's in here, WB2JJO. Good morning, Ray. And my younger brother, Brian, WB5DRI. And Brian, I guess I better let you know that our younger sister, I texted her this morning. The storm came right over their house there in Bradenton. They had some damage to the soffits, and some water in the attic, but they're fine and all okay. So that's good news. And I guess they got a kick out of the fact that they were right in the eye there for that period of it transiting right over the top of Bradenton there. Got Joe also in there, W5ABI. Good morning, Joe. I see Jim is here on the, we got him in there. I did hear him from Corona, W6WAY. And Art, WX7 Lima Lima from the Phoenix area there. Good morning, Art. Let me see, I'll take a quick standby and see if we have any additional check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club Net. Members or guests, call now, W5OG.
W5OG, K5GPE, New Orleans.
There's a K5 in there. I'm not sure whether I can hear you locally or on the SDR, but try it one more time. The K5, try again, W5OG.
This is K5GPE, K5 Golf Papa Echo. That makes Air Force, Pope Air Force Base.
Yeah, you're not real strong with me, and I don't hear you on the SDR. Is there anyone that can hear him? It's the K5, I think it's Golf Papa Echo. I'm not sure about that, but K5 Golf Papa Echo. Anybody hearing him better than I am, W5OG? Well, I guess not. We'll try it one more time. Give me your name and QTH and correct the call if I don't have it correct there. Over.
Okay, K5GPE, K5 Golf Papa Echo, a gold-plated elephant in New Orleans, and I make Air Force, Pope Air Force Base, which used to be K4FFB at one time. The handle is Dale, Delta Alpha Lima Echo.
Well, we share a common name anyway, Dale. Mighty fine, glad to have you with us. I think I'm hearing that you're ex-Air Force. You're right at my noise level. Plus, there's a lot of splatter from the station on up on 295. He should not be bothering us, but he is splattering down here quite severely for me. So we've got you there, Dale. Are you in the New Orleans area? Is that correct? Over.
Yes, I'm in New Orleans. Go ahead.
Okay, mighty fine. We've got you on the list, Dale. I'll try to get you early as a visitor, and perhaps conditions will improve there from New Orleans. So thanks for calling in. John, WA6LJS, put a call out from the left coast, if you would, please. W5OG.
Wilco, this WA6LJS relaying for net control for the Thursday morning Air Force Flyers Net. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Called out. W4PUO? Yeah, W4PUO is in there. I think he's already on the list. And also, I disappeared from the net logger list for some reason, Dale. So, Lee, if you put me back on there, I don't know what happened. I was in there, but it disappeared. But that's all I heard was W4PUO. Back to you, Dale.
Yeah, I see what happened. You're number one on the list. You started the net up, and somehow or another you wound up as number one there, John. So yeah, we've got you on the list. Mighty fine. Thank you for starting net logger and for being there as always. Let's see if we can get Bill this morning. I haven't heard you yet, Bill. W2WLD. If you're hearing me, Bill, put a call out from Scotia, New York. Over.
Yes. Good morning, Dale. This is W2WLD. Upstate New York, relaying for net control for the Air Forces Flyers Club. We're taking check-ins. Members or guests, call now.
This is K4YDB. Steve, checking in. I have no internet and no SDR, so I'm not getting a good signal, but we're here.
Steve, I think I heard you. Give me your call again. I didn't get the prefix. Over.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Hotel Juliet, November 770, member number.
Member 770. Good morning. That's Kilo, Quebec 4, Hotel Juliet, November. Dale, over.
Yeah, I can hear Steve in there. Good morning, Steve. I guess that means you survived the storm there on your side of Florida. Glad to have you join us this morning, Steve. And yeah, no internet and no, so you don't have any SDRs there. Mighty fine. Well, I can hear you fine, Steve. So we'll add you to the left there. And good morning to you. Let's see. I guess that's it. Let me go ahead and see if there's any other folks that need to be a short timer. Any other short timers this morning that have not. So far, I've got. Let's see. I've got quite a list here. I've got Mike, WW5ENZ. I've got K4YES, Tom. I've got KM4CX, Jack, and W7AJN. So far as short timers. Any others that need to be a short timer? Call now.
That's K5GP. There's a short timer.
K5GP, was it? Golf Papa?
K5GPE. I talked to you a few minutes ago.
Oh, you came way up there, Dale. Mighty fine. Well, we'll do that. You're already up there toward the top of the list, so we'll get you in quickly there, Dale, and thank you. K5 Golf Papa Echo. I should have realized that I just did not pick up on the echo there. All right, let me get the question of the day. Very interesting. It has to do with current events. In fact, this was just announced yesterday. It's pretty hot off the press. And the question of the day, a very simple one. The Pentagon recently awarded Anduril Industries. I'd not heard of this before, by the way, and I guess we're all, the folks that do this sort of thing are out there trying to find out how they can invest in this company. It's Anduril Industries. And they were awarded a contract worth $250 million. And what is it that this company manufactures for the Pentagon? That's the question of the day. And I've got four possible answers. Answer A, a base laser beam defense system. A laser beam defense system for individual bases. That's Alpha, a base defense system. Answer Bravo is a base-specific missile defense system. A base-specific missile defense system. Answer Charlie is a drone interceptor. A drone interceptor. Answer Delta is a reconnaissance drone. And the answer Delta is a reconnaissance drone. And for your bonus question today, what is the name for this system? what is the name of the system that the Andro Industries is producing? Is it A, Wile E. Coyote, or B, Roadrunner, or C, Tasmanian Devil, or Delta is Sylvester? Is it Wile E. Coyote, answer A, or B, Roadrunner, C, Tasmanian Devil, or D, Sylvester? I thought we'd have some fun with this one this morning. All right, let's go to our first mobile, I guess. W5PIX. Let me see if I can get you, Cliff. We'll get you at the top of the list this morning, and the other mobile, and then I'll get a couple of the other short timers, and then some of the guests that we have this morning. W5PIX mobile. Go ahead, Cliff. You're up. W5OG. W5PIX, are you there, Cliff? Well, I've cranked the volume all the way up on the SDR. Don't hear him, so perhaps he's not quite mobile yet. Let's go to the other mobile, KB0LTT. Larry, with a good signal this morning. Go ahead, you're up, W5OG.
Well, good morning, Dale, and good morning to all the flyers and all the ships at sea as well. Man, band conditions are lousy, and I have an extreme amount of interference from the power lines and stuff in this town. But anyway, nonetheless, currently at Elgin, Nebraska, I've got 63 degrees sunny skies and going for a high of 83. And I just read about this a day or so ago. It popped up on my news feed, and so I know what the answers are, and I'm just going to pass on it, Dale. So I'll just be listening and hopefully be able to listen to everybody on the net here. W5OG and the Air Force's Flyers Club net, KB0LTT Truck Mobile.
Okay, Larry, mighty fine. Choose to pass. There's no penalty, for knowing the answer. Oh, my, but we do appreciate that. Thank you. You didn't have to tell us you read it. You could have just given the answer. Nobody would have known whether it was correct or not anyway. But that's fine. We do appreciate that, and good on you for staying up to date on current events. All right, let me see. About Mike, WW5ENZ. Go ahead, Chief, you're up at W5OG.
Okay, W5OG, WW5ENZ. You got a great signal here. I can hear you actually local, not a problem at all. But I didn't hear the question, though, and I didn't bring up the simulcast either, so... but I'm sorry, I'm going to have to pass on today's, but it sounded, pretty interesting, but I only heard a couple parts of it, and I didn't get all the answers, so, and I'm going to have to cut out of here now anyway, so I appreciate that. I did get up on the, up climbed that pole. I told you, I think I said that yesterday, and I got the beam turned around. Now I'm going northwest now, so I'm going to try it in a few different areas and see how it works. But other than that, I'm going to have to go in and get cleaned up, and I think we'll go out to lunch or something. Anyway, everybody have a great day, 73 stalls, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Just sent the question out to Charlie, so, and thanks for that question from N5BE and me. Take care, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. WW5ENZ, back to net.
Way over 9, Nebraska, Mike.
Yeah, good signal here also there, Mike. So mighty fine. Yeah, congratulations, and best to you and your bride there, and have fun today on your 54th wedding anniversary. Mighty fine. We got several on our net that are over 50. Carol and I don't hate to tell you this, but we're coming up on our 61st, and I know Jack is coming up here shortly, and he in Andorra have been married a long time as well. We're all getting older. That's the problem. So, all right, let's go to Tom and have a good day there, Mike. You and your wife. K4YES, Tom, what's going on where you are? W5OG. Were you affected by the storm, Tom? Over. All right, Tom, we'll leave you in there for the 73 round then. Got your answers all okay? And mighty fine on everything there. Let's go to Jack, KM4CAX. I could hear you well this morning, Jack. I guess the antenna's still on the roof, though. Go ahead, W5OG. Okay, Jack. Yeah, 10 days without electricity. That is that's over and above what would be expected of folks there for sure. Anyway, glad everything is sort of back to normal there for you, Jack, and that you can get the hex beam back up soon. And 73U, glad you could join us this morning, Jack. All right, let's go to John, W7AJN. Good morning, John. What's going on with you today? W5OG.
W5OG, W7AJN. Good morning to all the flyers out there on the net. It's a beautiful 78 degrees right now. We're going up to 104, and it's sunny and dry here in Peoria, Arizona. Today is my wife's birthday, and so I want to spend more time with her, so I'm going to make this a one and done. But for the question, I'm going to guess Charlie and Bravo. C and D. C and D. Charlie Bravo. For my answer. And wish everybody a wonderful day. Thanks for taking the net, Dale, and thanks for those who are doing the net rolling. And I think Leon and all the brought it up. So thanks for being there, guys. I appreciate you very much. So I'll sign off now. So W5OG, W7AJN. 7-3, everyone.
All right, John, all the best to your wife there. Happy birthday to her, and have a great day. 7-3 to you. I tell you what, let me see about a couple of these visitors. Let me go first to the other short timer, K4YDB Golf Papa Echo. Dale in New Orleans there. Go ahead, and I think you said you were ex-Air Force. Go ahead, Dale. W5OG, your turn.
K5 Golf Papa Echo, you're up.
K5 Golf Papa Echo, are you there, Dale? Well, I was hearing him before. He wasn't real strong, but he was coming in on the SDR also, and I don't hear him now. We'll leave him on the list, just show him non-responding, and I'll try and remember to come back up there to him. How about a couple of the other visitors that are down on the bottom there, towards the bottom? W5 Tango Tango Alpha, neighbor to the west of us here in Keller, Texas. If you're there, you're up for the net, W5OG.
Yes, good morning. This is W5 QTA, go by Rebecca. QTH near Fort Worth. I have no connection to the armed forces, but admire you all and thank you for your service. I heard about this net the other day from my pal Lee over there in 5BE. I was talking to him and W5PIX on our local repeater, and just saw you on the net logger this morning and thought I'd duck in and say hello. W5PTA, back to net.
Mighty fine, Rebecca, and welcome to the net here, and one of my North Texas neighbors. So nice to make your acquaintance, Rebecca, and you're most welcome to join us anytime. We're on here pretty much we are on here every day, every day of the year. So mighty fine, Rebecca, and we'll leave you on the left and be back around for the 73 round if you want to listen for the rest of the net there. Let's go to another visitor, November 9, Kilo Juliet November, Norman in Illinois. If you're hearing me, you're up for the net, Norman, W5OG. N9KJN, are you there, Norman? Anybody hear that station? Well, we'll put him down as not responding. I'll try again later, I guess. Let's go back to the top of the list. That'd be next is James, KG5PTE. Your new radio sounds good there, James. You're up, W5OG.
W5OG and the group, Kilo Golf 5 Papa Tango Echo here on the new Hicks team, plugged into the brand new Yaesu 710. And seems to be working fine, and all's doing good here. We got the tree finally cut down. Finally can breathe some relief here. Got this old dead tree cut down, and it's not going to cause any damage. So they're going to come out this weekend and grind the stuff down later. So all's good there. So now if I need to move my Hicks team, I can do that without any problems at all. I got plenty of room now in my backyard. Anyway, glad to see visitors checking in. Rebecca up there, W5PTA. I think I've heard her before somewhere. Maybe checked into our 5 Hills net at 3 o'clock before. I think she's one of them, and she may know some of the other people I know in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that are part of the Hearst Radio Club and some of the other clubs up there. So great to hear her and all the other visitors as well. So as far as the answer, I'm going to follow W7AJN's lead and go Charlie and Bravo, Dale. Charlie and Bravo. And put me down here. I'll be here for the 73 round. But I am having some problems with the SDR on the computer. The audio is in and out. It's not holding a reception. So I'm having to use the iPhone on 5G and listening to it through my iPhone on cellular because the Wi-Fi here won't hold the signal for some reason. So back to that, KG5PG.
Okay. All right, James. Solid on the SDR. You're S8 to 9 there on the Utah SDR for me. And I see that Bob, K2SJP, just checked in on the Echo link, so that's good. At least we know he's up and around and all okay there so far. All right, let's move along, and we got your answer there, James. Let's go to John, WA6LJS. Good morning again, John. You're up, W5OG.
Okay, thank you, Dale. W5OG. This is WA6LJS. Good morning to the net. Well, good conditions on my end today. So far, I'm hearing everybody locally, and I have a couple SDRs on, but haven't needed them yet. Let's see, it's clear blue sky, plenty of sun, 56 degrees right now, and we'll be going up into the probably the low 80s, but it's going to be a very nice day, not too hot. Answer to the question, I don't really know, but there is a lemming line started, so I'm going to follow that. Put me down for C. Charlie for a drone interceptor. and B. Baker for calling it the Roadrunner. So put me down for C and B. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, W5OG, WA6LJL. And I did want to mention, I called Bob, SJP, called me yesterday and was talking to him. He was curious about my granddaughter being there in Lutz, Florida, what they were going to do. And it turned out that he decided not to evacuate. He started out to it, and he found out that all the gas stations were out of gas or closed. And there was a tremendous amount of traffic, so he decided to stay in place there. And I guess everything has probably turned out all right, but we'll find out on Echo Lake later. Back to you, W5OG, WA6LJS.
Comment.
Go ahead with a comment there, Bob.
Yeah, K4YDB. SJP's in there. He's stuck on hot mic on Echo Lake there. Bob, I know you're listening to the HF radio because I hear it in the background. Check your Echo Lake, Bob. You're stuck in transmit. Thanks, Dale.
Yeah, I just noticed that also. Bob, mighty fine. Okay, in case you didn't hear that, Bob, you're transmitting on the Echo Link. You're stuck in transmit there. Anyway, and I can hear myself coming through back on your, so I know you're hearing me. You may have some troubles there. I don't know. Anyway, mighty fine, John, and we got all that good information. And yeah, we did talk to Bob yesterday on the roundtable in the afternoon. And he was not able to evacuate there. And they're talking it over. They got him cleared up there. All right, let's move along. Let's go to Lee, N5BE in Arlington, my neighbor just to the west. Go ahead, Lee, you're up, W5OG. I bet you heard about this before also.
W5OG, N5BE. Good morning, Dale. Good morning to everyone in that. And nice surprise this morning to see Rebecca come in here and join us on the net today. So thank you, Rebecca, for that. Yeah, I have seen this, and I'm going to join the line. This is Charlie Bravo. What a fascinating company, and it's amazing the spin-off stuff that has come out of Ukraine, and what was really kind of a hobby sport in many respects has been now turned into a lethal game, not unlike the Roadrunner versus the Coyotes, and I'm thinking that's why they picked that. So I wonder if it'll go beep beep, and will it say Acme on the side of the drone killer? I hope it does. And just as an aside, when I saw this morning, I had a chuckle to myself. In Korea, we had a post there that was a Quonset hut. Yeah, it was a Quonset hut. Not like you Air Force guys. So, we'd stand in the mud out there waiting for the movie, to open up, and we'd go there and sit down, and sometimes they put some cartoons on, and of course our favorite one was the Roadrunner versus the Coyote, and everyone was cheering for the Coyote, and it was a great morale booster just to have a little bit of home there in Korea, watching the Roadrunner and Coyote. A lot of great memories from that. So thanks for doing that, Dale, and thank you for running the net today. W5OG N5B.
Okay. All right, Lee, mighty fine. Yeah, I couldn't help but laugh myself when I saw that. And almost immediately knew I had to make a question out of it somehow or another. So, being our age, I guess I include a lot of folks that perhaps are much younger than I am, but most of us grew up with the Looney Tunes characters and really got a kick out of all that. That was a part of our culture, no question about it. Anyway, mighty fine there, Lee, and good comments there. Always appreciated. All right, Lee, W4PUO, and I'll need you to bring him in, John, at WA6LJS, if you would. W4PUO, you're up. W5OG.
W4PUO, you're up. W5OG, W4PUO, thank you. This is Lee here in Belleville, Texas. I got the question off of Charlie's wonderful display this morning, but I'm sorry, Dale, I'm not copying you very well at all. I can hear you in there, but I'm not able to copy. So we have a very nice day going here, and very thankful that our family down in Tampa got through this without any serious damage. So appreciate that, and I hope K2SJP, I hope Bob got through it okay. Yeah, I watched much of the storm news on the streaming service with Fox and so forth. The question, I'm not informed about this at all. Haven't been watching the news on that company, but I think I'm going to follow along with Tom, K4YDB, because he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. So Charlie Bravo for me, Charlie Bravo, and we'll stand by for 73 round. W4PUO, back to net.
Okay, Lee, let him know. I guess that was Brian. Well, I don't know, Brian, did you relay him in? You're awfully close to him. Maybe you can hear him well. He's not able to hear me this morning. Let him know that I copied it all okay there, if you would. WB5DRI, W5OG.
Roger, will do. W5OG, WB5DRI. Yeah, he's copying you okay, Lee. And he got your answers there, Charlie Bravo. And also, guys, there was a check-in, I believe. Thank you, Brian.
Okay. Stand by check-in just a minute. And I wanted to comment there, Lee. Yeah, we have Brian and I have our younger sister lives in Bradenton, right at the eye of the storm, as I mentioned at the onset there, that they were all okay. Her kids and grandkids in that area are all fine, but there was some damage to their house. One of my nephews in their family did leave. They evacuated, and I guess it was a fortunate thing that they did. I think they had some damage there also. They don't know just the extent of it yet, but they, other than some water that blew in after some damage to the soffit there, their house, they're all okay. So that's good news. All right, let's move along. Let's go to Bill, W2WLD. Wild Bill in Scotia. Good morning, Bill, again. Thanks for your relay help this morning, and you're up, W5OG.
You're welcome, Dale. Good morning. All propagation is pretty good today. Certainly better than the tail end of the net yesterday. I called a friend of mine. We lived on the same street, and we knew each other since we were 4 or 5. And he's in the Keys. And they escaped pretty much. I think he said he lost a couple of trees, but that's about it. Today I've got to go out to the lake house and begin the closing down for the season process. We won't get it all done today, but we'll get a start on it. As far as the question goes, I don't know at all, but I'm going to join the lemming line of Charlie Bravo. And there is I remember the cartoons of the Roadrunner very well. There was somebody who put out a photograph of the Roadrunner being held around by the neck by Wile E. Coyote, and it had a caption on it of "Beep Beep My Butt." That was fun too. I'm going to make this one and done. I got to get going, Dale, but thank you for running the net, and thank you for all. W5OG, W2WLD.
Okay, Bill. I think I thought about it. That wasn't exactly the word that he used, but mighty fine, Bill. And 7-3 to you. Have a great day. Glad that you were there this morning. And I missed the check-in. Was there a check-in? I apologize. I skipped over that. Who's the check-in? I call now, W5OG. Oh, mighty fine there, Uncle Cliff. I didn't hear you. Go ahead and take your turn, Cliff. I know you're mobile and probably have a minute right now, so go ahead. W5PIX, W5OG. Good morning.
Well, good morning. I want to apologize for being late. I just got tired of looking at my dirty truck, so relocating some of the dirt on it. I do not know the question, don't know the answer, but I'll say good morning to everybody, and we are down here in San Antonio, so trying to get over there towards Brian's house there in England, but there's W5PIX back to W5OG.
Yeah, I'm hearing you and Brian there from San Antonio on the local receiver there, Cliff, so mighty fine. Yeah, we'll leave you on the list. Be back around to you shortly in the 73 round. Glad you're on your way there. All right, let's go to Professor Bob in X6RG. Good morning, Bob. You're up. W5OG.
W5OG. This is X6RG. Well, good morning, Dale, and good morning to all the flyers. Beautiful day here in Northern California. And sometime today, I guess the Blue Angels are supposed to fly in, and I think, well, I shouldn't say fly in. I think they're already here, but they're supposed to work on their first pre-show. So they'll be performing over San Francisco Bay this weekend. Anyway, that's an interesting question. Put me down for Charlie Bravo. And I'll tell you, there are a lot of companies, I think, that are looking at the experience in Ukraine and developing products based on operational experience there. And unfortunately, one of the adversaries is as well. I just noted the other day, for some time, North Korea has been providing munitions to Russia, but I saw an article the other day, they are now sending troops as well to get operational wartime experience. So things are definitely heating up. So we definitely need innovative products to deal with all that right now. W5OG and X6RG.
Yeah, even more than that, we need some leadership there, Bob. My personal, I guess, editorial comment there. Anyway, yeah, Bob, mighty fine, and got your answer, and this is all very interesting. A lot of stuff has come out of Ukraine, and that, is up-to-date kind of warfare that's going on. And, there's several companies, and this one is, certainly of interest. All right, let's go to the, let's see, what did I miss? I guess I'm up to date now as far as any check-ins. All right, let's go to the ops officer there. KF7GJO. Good morning, Carl. You're up. W5OG.
Forgot to turn the amp on, Dale. Good morning, everybody. KF7GJO here. Well, boy, yesterday it sounded like we got the CMEs at space weather forecast for today. And that was interesting, Bill, if you're hearing me. You were moving across the radio, and it's just like you turned off your volume power, and you just faded into the noise, and there was literally nothing but static on the radio after that, except for one or two stations that was just moving in. So, that was an interesting display of propagation yesterday. Well, on to this question, and boy, that's the one that I didn't know about.
month or two, and so as I heard some of the commentary, definitely sounds like the living line is the best way to go. So put me down for Charlie Bravo on that one. Yeah, I believe it's a drone interceptor. What would be a good place I put the road on? So anyway, that's what I'll go with now, and good bet. I'll be with you to the end. So back to you, buddy. W5OG 10-7.
Okay, Carl. Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll talk about this some more at the bottom, but yeah, very interesting. Thank you for being there, Carl, as always. Let's go to Mike, Cam0OP. I hope you're hearing me somewhere, Mike, maybe on the FDR. Glad it's your home for the day. Go ahead, W5OG.
Well, good morning, Dale, and all the flyers and visitors. Another beautiful fall day here in Nebraska. It's gonna be warm up into the 90s, clear skies. As for the question, I'm gonna go with Charlie and Bravo. Who am I to book the line here? It sounds about right. So, and the other thing, for those of you I asked about my problem with my watt meter, it ended up being my switch. I eliminated that from the system and it works great. So I'm gonna have to get a different switch if I want to keep that set up. I'm gonna be one and done. I gotta get out of here. So 7-3s, everybody have a great day. K4YDB back to W5OG Internet.
Okay, Mike, turn the antenna toward you, and you came right on up there. Big signal there this morning. Good to hear from you. I'll move it back down here to the west here just shortly. But, yeah, 7-3, you have a great day. Glad you're there. And I tell you, those coax switches, they can create problems. There's no question. I've had experience with that myself in the past, and they're difficult. Sometimes it's difficult to find that. 7-3, have a great day, Mike. Maybe we'll see you this afternoon on the roundtable, perhaps. You can count noses and make sure everybody's had a good day. That's up to you, Bob. K1BOB. Go ahead. You're up, W5OG. Good morning.
W5OG, K1BOB, and good morning to all the flyers there. Charlie, thanks for the stream. Lee, thanks as usual for doing the net logger there. And let's see, yeah, it went okay for Bob. He'll tell us more about it on the I won't steal his thunder or rain. Yeah, luckily it was a lot milder than they thought with all those predictions of hitting the coast with 145 knots of wind. It dropped down significantly and moved a little south there. I guess Sarasota got it big time. They got hammered. Yeah, that's too bad about the gas. Well, Bob said I'll let him talk about it. Gas is an issue, though, big issue. That's what made him stay at Lutz. Let's see. Oh, question. I love your question here. I was trying. I don't know. I'd heard of the drone technology. It might have been Andrew, and I don't know, but that's the huge thing in the Ukraine. That's what's during the tide of war against troops and tanks and troop transports on the ground. They're just hammering them with the drone technology. So 250 million is not much money. So I figured it was not laser defense. That comes in way too high. It's still unproven. So that's not enough money to support that or a missile technology. So it had to be drones of one type or another. I think all the answers in front of me. I was going to go with Charlie, to tell you the truth, just because it was Charlie, and it had to be some type of drone thing. And there's a ton of reconnaissance drones already out there. A ton of them. We probably all have them, and you could use them for recon. So I went with Charlie, and I love the second answers on the second one. Wile E. Coyote was kind of dumb. He was creative but dumb, so that wouldn't be a proper name. Tasmanian Devil, we don't know what that thing was. He just spun like a hurricane all the time, or a tornado. So, I don't know. I made a contact with the island of Tasmania. It's very southeast of offshore of Australia there. Made a contact one time. Got a star on the chart to prove it. And it couldn't have been Sylvester, because he always got outfoxed. So it pointed to me towards the Roadrunner. I know my cartoon characters. And I knew the professor wouldn't Poindexter would help him if he didn't. So with that, thanks. Very good propagation here. I did not expect this good a propagation today. I caught on the radio the solar storms are still active. And Lynn told me that when I got up to. Oh, thanks. And it turned out to be very, very good. I'm hearing everybody here, and I think Tom led the parade off there, so thanks for the first right answer there, Tom, in Alabama. And Dale, thank you for running the net. It's a great job here. K4YDB, back to W5OG.
Okay, Bob. Mighty fine. Good comments all around, and yeah, thank you for your help as well this morning with moving the that POTUS station there. All right, let's move along. Charlie, K4YDB. Good morning, Charlie, and you're up for the net. And thanks for the live stream and posting the question as you always do. Go ahead, Charlie, K4YDB, W5OG.
W5OG, K4YDB. Well, Bob, what's your name? Dale. That's right, I got you. Dale, I had fun with your little question this morning. I looked at that and I said, "Oh, come on, yeah, all right." So that was I put it up there. But so far, it's been an interesting question. I might as well go ahead and give you what I think it is. I'm going to go with the rest of the guys, Charlie and Bravo. Anyway, right now it's currently 71 degrees outside. We're supposed to get back up into the low 80s again today. Last night we were supposed to get about 62, I think. We ended up going down to 42 degrees last night. I wasn't prepared for that at all. I had a couple windows open in the house and got up, and it was a little bit chilly for me. Did not do my walk today because I had a bad headache, but I will resume tomorrow, I hope. But I'm going to run up to sporting goods store over here. They got something I want to take a look at over there. So I may just drive up there because I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow right after the net. So I'll just get back to the heart guy and see what he's going to do. Anyway, nothing else going on over here. I'll turn it back to you, Dale. W5OG, K4YDB. I'm back to that.
All right, Charlie. Mighty fine, 100% there. Big signal is normal for us. So good to hear you on here this morning. Thanks for doing the live stream there. Let's go to Ray. And did you? Are you going to be here for the 73 round, Charlie, or did you need to leave early there? Over.
Oh no, I'll stick around.
Okay. Yeah, that just it passed my mind. I guess I needed to make sure. Let's go to Ray. WB2JJO. Good morning, Ray. W5OG. You're up.
W5OG from WB2JJO. Good morning to you, Dale, and good morning to all the flyers this morning. And I'm kind of glad that Bob, the SKP, made it okay on that storm that they had. It was horrible. But anyway, we have a beautiful day here, a little chilly. We got it's sunny and 65 degrees, so it's a good day to be outside to do anything that you want to do. Let's see. And as far as the question goes, boy, I tell you what, there, Dale, I got to hand it to you. This was a good question. At first, I thought it was going to be Charlie, but no, I changed my mind, and I listened to the other gentlemen that were on here who are very more experienced, and I remember the cartoons just like it was yesterday. As a matter of fact, I still watch cartoons. Hi. But anyway, I'm going to go with Charlie and Bravo for my answer. Excuse me, because it definitely does sound right, but that's what we have here. Let's see now, as far as the propagation goes, yeah, we got some good propagation here. I'm hearing you on the radio. You're about a 5-6 in here, but you're really knocking the daylights out of Lumpkin, that's for sure. So with that there, Dale, thank you for doing that. Good question, and back to you, sir. W5OG from WB2JJO.
All right, Ray. Solid copy there, no problem. Locally and on the SDR. But that station on the 295 is bleeding off quite badly down here for me. It wipes out any weak signal when he's talking because he is quite wide. All right, let's go to my younger brother Brian in San Antonio. And yeah, it's good news that for the most part, everybody came through unscathed. I think Brian, Ruby did tell me that they had some damage to their home, but not bad. I think they can recover pretty easily from it. So that was good news. And their power was only out for about 10 hours. So they I think came through very fortunately. Their power was back on this morning. So that's really a good thing. WB5DRI, go ahead, Brian. W5OG.
Yeah, W5OG, WB5DRI. Well, good morning again, Dale, and good morning and love to Carolyn there as well. Hope you guys are doing well this morning. Good to hear everybody. You're an S9 with me here in San Antonio this morning. So we've got the short pass going. It's great conditions here on the band. Yeah, I'm sure glad that Ruby and her family and all of the Wicklings down there in the Bradenton area are fine. And yeah, we got her text as well, Dale. So and hopefully they didn't have too much damage, but I know they had a little bit. And hopefully Bob there, K2SJP, and his wife did not have very much damage also, hopefully. Yeah, I think it's kind of a testament to the great governor that they have down there in Florida, that they had a lot of pre-positioned generators and pre-positioned teams to get the electricity back up. That's probably why the electricity was out for only 10 hours there. I know they're still working on all that, but they really prepared greatly for that storm, and it pays off for sure. Anyway, I had my root canal yesterday, and it went fine. The second one I've had of those, but the worst part about them is still the cost. But anyway, it's worth every penny. If I can keep the tooth for a few more years, it's worth it. Anyway, news here, we got the Ham Club meeting tonight, so I'm looking forward to that. So that should be fun. I'll probably be going with my neighbor here, W5ANY, Alan, that's around the corner from me here. And we should enjoy that tonight. And let's see, on the question this morning, great question there, Dale. I'm going to go with Charlie Bravo. I did not read this article, but obviously everybody knows about this, and I'm going to have to dig around and see if I can find some more information on it. But I did read something interesting about the tanks in the Ukraine. It's interesting that we've given the Ukrainians our most advanced M1A1s. They're the latest and greatest M1A1s, and they have drone jammers on them. I read that yesterday, and I found that very interesting. So they already have adapted the tanks to the threat there of the drone attack. So that's great. Anyway, thanks for getting us all in there this morning, Dale. Turn it back to you. Hope everybody's having a good day there. W5OG, WB5DRI, back to net. Good morning, everybody.
W4 Romeo Juliet Victor. Got you there, Romeo Juliet Victor. Write that down. Yeah, fine, Brian. And do appreciate you being there and all the good information. And yeah, we're glad that it was not any more serious for our younger sister there. She's 9 years younger than I am, but only 2 years younger than Brian. Anyway, mighty fine. Let's see about the check-in there. The W4 Romeo Juliet Victor. Do I have that your call correct? And give me your name and QTH there. W5OG. November for Romeo Juliet Victor. You didn't give what is your name? Give me your name and where are you located? Raphael, I did copy your name, but you are right at my noise, and I did not get where you're located. I did not hear where you are located there, Raphael. Can you give me that again, please? What's your QTH over? Anybody hear Raphael better than I am over?
Yeah, Sanford, Florida, Dale, near Orlando.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, Central Florida. Well, I know you had the storm come right over you, Raphael, so I hope that means you're all okay. Anything for the net this morning, Raphael, before we leave you there? N4RJB, anything for our net over? Yeah, I don't have any trouble copying you when that splitter from 295 is not on there. So I did copy that 100% there. Well, thank you for checking in with us, and glad that you're all okay there, Sanford, or in Sanford, Florida there, Raphael. Mighty fine, and thank you for checking in. And 7-3 to you. Let's go back to the list, and let's see, I finished with the last one was Brian, so let's go to Joe, W5ABI in Las Cruces. You weren't affected by the storm there, there, Joe. I am dry in New Mexico. W5ABI, go ahead, W5OG.
W5OG in the flowers, W5ABI. Well, high and dry, about 4,000 feet above sea level. High. Anyhow, we just got back from McKinney, Texas, and we had some surgery. I was very impressed with Texas healthcare. I was very impressed with the city and the area. And I saw my doctor this morning here in Las Cruces, and he said, unfortunately, healthcare in New Mexico is not set up for seniors. But boy, that Baylor Scott White hospital there was something else that I was in. And everybody was Texas friendly, so we're thinking about relocating here in the future. It's really nice. Anyhow, the comments on the Roadrunner I heard, the Roadrunner is the state bird for New Mexico. That's a true story. It's our state bird. So I think Lee mentioned that and Bill mentioned it. So for your info, guys, we got them around here. I don't have any pictures, but we have one of them hanging around. They're pretty calm critters. They don't hurt you. Anyhow, my answer to the question is Charlie and Bravo. I have one more comment. I don't think I did. Maybe I didn't. Anyhow, I don't think we're going to have time for 73. So anyhow, Dale, back to you. W5OG, W5ABI.
All right, fine, Joe. And I have a good friend that lives in Carlsbad, and they have to go over to Lubbock for to see the doctor. And that's not real close to them, but I guess that's the closest big city is Lubbock, Texas, to Carlsbad there. They're really kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Interesting area, though, actually, and I know I've been to where you are there in Las Cruces. It's a very nice city. I like Las Cruces. We've had a couple of our RV rallies there, in fact, and good golf course, if I recall correctly, and some nice restaurants there. So always a pleasure. And I guess I knew that the Roadrunner was the state bird of New Mexico, but thank you for reminding me of that. And yeah, we have them here. And the other day Carol and I were sitting here at the table, and I looked out the window, and there was a big Roadrunner sitting on our the fence around the backyard there, and actually it's the deck fence, and he was sitting out there. Good looking bird. They are a pretty bird, actually, kind of weird looking, but you can't help but laugh when you see one. And I did get some good pictures of him, so that was fun. It was a real treat to see that. So anyway, mighty fine, Joe. Let's move along. You may be right. We may have trouble getting in the 73 round, but that's all okay. We'll have some time for comments there. Jim, W6WA1 in Corona. I don't guess you have any Roadrunners out your way there, Jim. You have other creatures, though, I know. W6WAY, W5OG. All right, Jim. Yeah, well, I'm sorry to hear that about your granddaughter perhaps having to change her wedding plans. Hopefully that won't happen and they can go ahead as planned. I know I have a nephew there that was scheduled to go on a trip. He also lives in the Bradenton area and was supposed to go on a trip to Dallas today, but they've had to delay it, and he is hopeful that he can get out tomorrow. So we'll see how that happens, but hopefully your granddaughter will be able to get her wedding on time there. Maybe weather will settle down now that we've had two in a row, a 1-2 punch there. Let's go to Art, WX7 Lima Lima. Good morning, Art. From New River, you're up, W5OG. WX7 Lima Lima, are you there, Art? W5OG? Do you hear him this morning, Bob? K1BOB, W5OG?
I'll give him a go. I usually hear him. WX7 Lima Lima. WX7 Lima Lima. This is K1BOB. Art, you're up for the net. Nothing out here, Dale. K1BOB.
All right, thank you, Bob. Let's go to Steve, KQ4HJN. What's your status there, Steve, on the east coast of Florida? KQ4HJN, W5OG.
Yeah, thank you, Dale. We fared fairly well. We probably had some gusts going up close to 70, but everything fared well. I had to get a lot of the Spanish moss off my antenna before I could use it. It was just absolutely covered, and I don't know if you know what Spanish moss is, but I have a lot of it around here, and it blows and snarls up in wires and things like that. Some moderate flooding on the streets, but nothing in the house, so we fared pretty well. As to the question, I'm going to go along with the lemming. I was pretty sure it was a drone, but everybody seems to think it was the intercept drone, so we'll go with the lemming line and go Charlie Bravo. And this is going to be a one and out. I might, if I get the internet back, I might get on Echo Link there. They said they're working on it, so I don't know when it's going to come back. So we'll say 73 to everybody right now, and send it back to you.
All right, Steve. Solid copy. Good signal this morning in spite of the Spanish moss. And yes, I definitely know what Spanish moss is. I was stationed at Charleston. In fact, we enjoyed our tour in Charleston, South Carolina, there just north of you, up the coast, and enjoyed that a lot. And of course, that area is covered in Spanish moss. We have some in Texas, you know, around the Houston area as well. 7-3 to you there, Steve, and glad that you came through relatively unscathed there. Let me go to, I think, last on the list, other than Bob, K2SJP, and I don't know if he's going to be on the air or not. He's on Echo Link there. We may have to join him there. Let me see if Bob is hearing me from up in Longview, Washington. W7ASH. Good morning, Bob. You're up. W5OG. I am, Bob. Go ahead. Okay, fine, Bob. I did get almost 100% of that when that splattering station comes on there. Normally that wide signal means he's probably hitting his audio a bit too hard. They just back off in the audio. Most of that goes away. Anyway, mighty fine, Bob, and I'm glad that you're able to get back on the net with us there every day pretty much. So we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Let's see if Bob is there. K2SJP, are you able to get on HF this morning? Otherwise, I see that you're on Echolink. You might respond on Echolink if you can't get on HF there, Bob. Over. Okay, mighty fine, Bob. I did hear that on Echolink. He says he's over at Lutz, but they have no power at Holiday, so he can't operate his station remotely. Well, I hope that the Holiday House came through all okay. That's the one you're really worried about because it's closer to the coast there. All right, well, we'll see you over on Echolink there, Bob. And speaking of that, those of you that would like to join us over there after the net, we will not have time for a 73 round. I will open it up for comments here just shortly, but let me give the answer to the question. And, let's see. Let me take a standby and see if I missed anybody. I don't think I did. I think we covered everybody on the list. That's one of the nice features of NetLogger. Did I miss anybody? Call now, W5OG. Oh, there's Art, WX7 Lima Lima. Yeah, we called you, Art, but you weren't there. Go ahead. I can hear you now. Go ahead, W5OG. Okay, Art, mighty fine. Yeah, this is a summer that just won't give up. we're having nice warm temperatures. Actually, we have cool nights now and warm days, so it's not unpleasant at all here in my part of Texas. So good on you. I got your answers there. Thanks for checking in, WX7 Lima Lima. Go with the group. So you will be WX7 Lemming today. Okay, let me go over the question right quick. The Pentagon recently awarded Anduril, that's Anduril for those of you stock pickers, Industries, a contract worth $250 million. And as Bob mentioned, that's really nothing. But anyway, it probably would give you, it'd be one of those things called a clue to come up with the answer, I guess. What is it that this company manufactures for the Pentagon? And yes, most all of you got it. A drone interceptor. It was not the a base laser beam defense system, although I'm sure that most of the base commanders would like to have something like that. Or it wasn't the B answer, a base specific missile defense system. They'd like to have that as well. It was, in fact, a drone interceptor. And, as we're finding out in the war in Ukraine, they're using those drones more and more. As good comments that we've already had so far. It was not a reconnaissance drone, which was answer D. And the bonus question, what was the name of this system? Was it Wile E. Coyote? And no, that would be a good answer, but it wasn't. And was it B, Roadrunner? Yes, that was in fact the name given to this system, Roadrunner. Not the Tasmanian Devil. That'd been my pick. One of my favorites. Reminded me of sometimes in the Air Force where we were all speed in no direction. That would be Taz, the Tasmanian Devil. And it wasn't Sylvester. So anyway, had some fun with those answers. I hope you appreciated that and got some good information. Those of you that had not seen that late information about the drone interceptor there. Okay, that's the question of the day. Let me take a quick standby and see if we have any other comments before we close the net. Any last check-ins or that want to be acknowledged? Or last comments. Call now, W5OG. Kilo Delta Zero Lima Delta Whiskey QRP. Go ahead, your name and QTH. Okay, with 10 watts there. Okay, Zach. Well, I'm hearing you. You're about a 5, and well, I'd give you a 4, 4 and 5. Signal strength 5, but not totally copyable here. But that's partly my fault because I've got some interference from a splattering station up the band here. Anyway, anything else for the net there, Zach? Over. Okay, the antenna is really not toward you, but mighty fine. Glad you could check in with us. 7-3 to you. There was another comment there. I think it was Tom, K4YES, and he says he's still with us. Have info on the answer. Go ahead, Tom, K4YES, W5OG. Okay, very fine, Tom. Yeah, very interesting that you had this discussion last night about this subject today. And good on you you were the first one that got it correct there right out of the box. So mighty fine. Congratulations, Tom. And yeah, you're right. You know, the comment was made earlier about what a good job that Governor DeSantis is doing in Florida. There were frequent updates, and he was right on top of everything. He had pre-positioned things, and just about as much preparation as anyone could expect. So he did a great job. Kudos to him there for that. I guess if those that would like to come over and join us on Echo Lake, we can continue the discussion over there, and perhaps have some more things to say about the storm and all. So, but we need to close the net and let relinquish the frequency, because there's another net that starts up here a couple of kilohertz up the frequency here just shortly. So I'm going to go ahead and close the net now, and do thank everybody for their participation, those of you that checked in, and excellent comments all the way around, and I appreciate I hope you enjoyed the question. Anyway, this has been the Thursday edition of the Air Force's Flyers Club Net at W50G, now closing the net, returning the frequency to normal amateur use. 7-3, I'll see you on Echo Link.